Okay, so hi everyone. Let me show you this comparison tool which I have created in Excel. So, firstly, how can we access it? So, it is present in this compare ribbon, compare tab on the ribbon, and all these three buttons over here are present, which I'll explain how they work. So the special thing about this is, it is not that it is present only in a particular Excel file, rather it has been embedded into the Excel itself on your computer, wherever you will, use this add-in. So let me show you and why is this in this in these three steps and all. So yeah, this was created to particular to to fulfill the needs of a particular client in a particular situation. So yeah, this is the reason. Let me show you how this works. So firstly we import both the files. Okay, so what this comparison file does, yeah, so this basically compares two Excel file, yeah, two versions of the Excel file or two Excel files to see what are the changes that have been made over a period of time, or any other reason, if you want to compare two Excel files to see the differences between them, right? So it's not just a comparison, but it is a very detailed and a very deep comparison, which will give you like which rows have been deleted, which rows have been added, which of these cells have been modified, and so on, right? So how this works is, first we import both the files, and this is some instruction which pops up, and then it asks me to select the latest version of the file, right? So yeah, I'll go ahead and select the latest version, which is this one, and then okay, so over here I'll have to select the data, right, on my own. So this gives me the freedom to select exactly the data which I want to compare. So the condition over here is, I'll have to keep the first row uh, which contains the headers of the column, right? So here you can see name, gender, ethnicity, all these things are the header. All right, so I'll go ahead and select it. Now it's asking to select the older file, so I'll go ahead and select the older file, and again I'll select the data over here. Okay, and that's it. Now there is some other instructions and all, so I'll just go ahead and press OK. Okay, so here comes the interesting part. So what you can see over here is, this is all the new headers. So all the headers which are present in the new file, right? And this one is the all the headers which are present in the old file. Now you'll notice that some are green color, some are gray color. Why? Because green color are those headers which Excel, which this tool actually has automatically identified to be equal, to be same, and then they have done the mapping automatically, to save the user's time. But some of the columns they were not able to map. Why? Because maybe there is some spelling mistake. I mean, sorry, some spelling are different, or maybe this column does not exist. So what we can do is, we can manually map those other columns, right? So I'll just go to insert, and then go to shapes, then right click on this first line, right? And then I'll lock the drawing mode, so that I don't have to go there multiple times, and I can draw all the linkings in one go. So let us first search whether date of exit is there. Okay, so yeah, we can see exit date is over here. So I'll just go ahead and map this, right? We'll have to make sure that we select on this dot, right? And let's search for then bonus percentage. Yeah, bonus percentage is there, but notice that there is a space bar missing over here, and that's the reason Excel this tool did not map this automatically. So one more thing, it is not necessary that the columns must be in the same order, to compare them, but it can be as mixed as possible. But yeah, based on the mappings which we are drawing manually, Excel will compare them later on, likewise, right? So now there is a fresher column, but we can't see any fresher column in the old headers, so we'll just leave it, and that won't be compared, right? Bu I guess is the business unit, so I'll just go ahead and draw the columns over here. Now let's suppose someone by mistake, I did not take it to the point, and I'll just by mistake I left it over here, right? So now if I go to the compare tab and go to the next step, which I'll explain, so there is this error handling, and then it is prompting me that one or more characters are not connected. So, and also it highlights it for me that which of the connector are not connected. So I can just go ahead and okay, so I'll just press escape and delete this extra one, and this I'll just go ahead and now I'll just edit this, and yeah, now I can connect them properly, right? So now once all the mapping have been done accordingly, now the next step is to go and create unique identifiers, right? So firstly, you can see that all the gray columns which were earlier not colored as green, now they have been colored. Why? Because we have done the mapping, right? Now the second step is to create unique identifiers, right? What is this? So basically this is something which we need to tell the tool that which column are basically which is the column which is unique in both the both the files, and basis which we need to do the comparison, right? So but it may happen that there is not any one column which are unique, but it may happen that if we join two or more columns, then we will get a unique value for every row, right? So if if you have any particular one column which is unique, you can go ahead and select that one column, which is in this case employee ID. But if you think that okay, no, there is not any single column which is, suppose, and let me show it in this file. So if you think that okay, this column, this employee ID is unique for every row, then it's all right. But if you think that okay, no, this ID may be repeated elsewhere, but yeah, if I join this ID with the name, then these two joined data, yeah, then that data will be unique, and that won't be repeated anywhere else in any other rows. So are you getting my point, right? So if that is the case, you can go ahead and select those multiple column headers which after joining will be unique for every rows, right? And you'll also notice that we are not able to select this fresher column. Why? Because the mapping for that has not been done, right? So if this column is present in the new file but not in the old file, then of course we'll not be able to select it in the unique identifiers. So once we are happy, once we are confirmed that okay, the unique identifiers have been created, these two will be joined as the unique identifiers, we can go ahead and reconcile them, right? So then we will get a summary tab which will give us an overview of the comparison. Yeah, the comparison has been done in a single click. I think it hardly took half a second, and even less, maybe even less. So these two tabs, tabs are giving us the results, right? So let's first look at the reconciliation tab. So on the left side you can see that it is the new files data, and on the right side you can see it is the old files data, right? So green color signifies the new file, gray color signifies the old file. Now what is this yellow color? Yellow is the cells which have been changed, right? So this is one of the useful data you can observe over here. And one more thing, let me just apply filter, and if I apply filters, okay, just yeah, so you can see if I go to the right hand end, there is this overview tab, right? So over here we can see all the differences, I mean all the scenarios. So first is the clean, that means each and every cell in a particular row is as it is, it has not been altered. Next it is the differences one. So we can see that okay, in each of these rows at least one or more cells have been changed, and which of the cells have been changed, it is highlighted in the yellow color, right? And again, if we go to the deleted ones, so we can see that okay, so old files had these rows but new files doesn't have them, right? Similarly, if we go and see on the new, so we can see that okay, old one did not have these cells but new one have them. So you can one more thing, the order of these rows, it has been followed as per the old files order, right? So why I have done this, because to see that how old file has been reflected in the new one. So for example, if we scroll down, so we can see that okay, so old one, we can see that okay, these deleted rows were present in between these data, and now it has been deleted in this new file, right? And similarly new files, we can see that okay, new rows have been added in the end, right? So what is this results tab? So this is exactly the same tab, it's just that we can see the differences column by column wise, right? So we can see that okay, in the job title it was account representative over here, and now it is senior analyst. And of course these are some subtotals, like we can see that okay, how many employee IDs have been changed, how many full names have been changed, how many genders, how many ethnicity, how many age, and so on. Like, you get the idea, right? So how many job titles and so on. And yeah, this is something. And of course this tab also has the overview, with which we can of course filter out the differences, filter out all the different scenarios. So yeah, this was something what the client had wanted. And yeah, macros and VBAs, you can accomplish much more. You will not be able to comprehend frankly what VBAs and macros can accomplish. So yeah, this was something I wanted to show you guys. Thanks a lot for watching.